Hey everybody, it's Ed with Brain MTG, and today we're going to take an in-depth look at another product that I really like for the future, and that is World Championship decks. We're going to take a look at some specific ones that I like for specific reasons. A lot of it has to do with the particular reserve list cards that were reprinted in those before the reserve list was finalized. So, without any further ado, I guess, let's check it out. Welcome everybody, this is Ed with Brain MTG, and today we got a goodie. We're checking out these World Championship decks. This is what I consider a product that has potential to go up in the future, okay? This is kind of a crazy thing. This is the Brian Shelton deck. It comes in here with this tape. I don't think they come sealed outside of this whole ensemble. Yeah, $9.99. I'm sure that's what I paid for it, right guys? Anyway, these particular ones are ones that I consider the ones to buy. I don't really think that you should get too crazy with these decks unless you're buying particular ones for particular reasons. And so let's go over some of the best ones, okay? The ones that I bought are the 98 ones, the 99, and 2000s. There's a lot of reserve list stuff from Saga and Exodus and whatnot. But let's start in Seattle. Janos Kuhn had 4 Frenetic Efreets, 4 Forces of Will, City of Brass, Thawing Glaciers ×4, Undiscovered Paradise, Keldoran Outpost, and Political Trickery ×2. See, if you notice there, it's a lot of Alliances, Ice Age, and early Mirage stuff. And, you know, cards like Frenetic Efreet don't carry, well, until recently, don't carry the premium like stuff like from the Urza's block from later on do. Like, you know, we got Replenish and everything like that. The Sven Gierstein one only has Heart of Yavimaya and City of Solitude, and ×2 and ×3 respectively. Those are good cards and all. Reserve list cards, they're in there. They're not worth nothing, but they're not the most packed decks. Then you got still in 97 Seattle, Paul McCabe with 2 Frenetic Efreets, 4 Forces of Will, 2 Cities of Brass, and 2 Undiscovered Paradise. So as you can see, the 1997 decks are decent. They're not the best. So let's go over 1998 Seattle. One of my favorite, you know, investments when it comes to World Championship decks. These are 99, 2000, and 99. So I got 3 right here. Well, 4. The sealed Brian Shelton, which I think is the best one. It's got 4 Birds of Paradise, 2 Firestorms. Just listen to this list of reserve list cards. 4 Recurring Nightmares, 4 Survival of the Fittest. Now those cards are have a major future potential. 2 Scroll Racks, 3 Cities of Brass, 2 Undiscovered Paradises, and a Bolrath Stronghold. Now I know these cards are gold bordered, but Commander is one of the driving forces nowadays when it comes to playability and playing cards and using cards that were played. And obviously World Championship decks will have a lot of playable cards. So if your Commander group is okay with gold borders, I don't see why it's an issue. And there's always talk of this, you know, format or that format starting to accept gold bordered cards, and you know, we'll see what happens in the future. So this is the Ben Rubin one. In here we have Cursed Scroll ×4 and Wasteland ×4, Final Fortune, and Firestorm. So this is what they look like. You know, it's got the gold border, it's got the signature. Let me find some of the sideboard cards so that I can show you how to identify those. Ball Lightning, Wasteland. Man, these cards are great. Wasteland. 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 Curse Scroll. So, yeah, you know, you got to get these for the right price, but these decks contain a lot of value in a dense format that you can get sealed. And you get this, which describes who won and what type of decks they used. You get this, a card of the specific individual whose deck this is. You get a bunch of these, which is cool. I showed you recently in my flea market video that people use these to make their own either proxies or just create their own cards. And that's awesome. So here, you see this little SB, I mean sideboard. That's because, you know, each of these decks didn't just have the main deck here. Here's a deck list. They had the sideboard. So, pretty cool. Alright. So, we also have Brian Hacker. He's got 4 Tides and 3 Cursed Scrolls. And Randy Bueller. He's got Rainbow Freak and 4 Wastelands. Okay, now, the most serious of all these years has got to be 1999. These are just packed with crazy cards. I have 2 Kai Buddies because when I saw a good deal on it, I couldn't pass. Nah, let's just go through it. The amount of reserve list cards in here is just silly. Okay? Silly, silly, silly. I'll show you the deck list in a minute. So, you have 4 Covetous Dragons, Karn the Silver Golem ×1, 3 Masticores, City of Traders ×4, Grim Monolith ×4, Cursed Scroll ×4, Temporal Aperture ×4, and Ancient Tomb ×3. Now, I don't know what to tell you, but if that's not freaking dense ass value, and I mean dense, this is thick with 4 C's, okay? This is the type of deck you want to be going after if you can. And please, 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 always remember, I'm talking near mint. Don't go after beat up stuff. It's hard to sell beat up stuff near mint. And the reason why I get sealed, oh my god, because no one can deny sealed. That's almost like currency. So let's take a gander at this here deck list also. Okay. Yeah. Crazy stuff in here. So the next one that I want to talk about from 99 is Mark Lapine. And I believe that's the one that I pulled from maybe in my flea market find. Anyway, it has 4 Cursed Scrolls, 2 Ancient Tombs, and 4 Wastelands. Now, I know the Ancient Tombs and Wastelands aren't reserve list, but they're always worth money. Okay? Matt Lind, the only deck I don't have, and I kind of need. It's the only one. 4 Cursed Scrolls, 2 Weatherseed Tree Folks. Ooh, right? No, it's got 4 Gaia's Cradles, guys. Don't sleep on the cradle, okay? This is another good one, too. Jakob Sleemer, okay? Now, let's discuss this one. 3 Phyrexian Negators, 3 Cursed Scrolls, 4 Powder Kegs, 2 Corpse Dances, a Vampiric Tutor, 3 Yawgmoth's Wills, Volrath Stronghold, Wasteland, Hatred. There's 4 Wastelands. So, you know, crazy. These decks have some density when it comes to value. This is something that everybody should consider as alternatives to some of their more expensive cards when they're going to play. I mean, these make great proxies, so even if you're going to do that, why not? Boom. This is like $30 to $40 each minimum on a buy list, so they're probably double that if you're going to buy it, you know, outright. So now let's check out the deck list there. Okay, now let's talk 2000. John Finkel. He's got 4 Master Cores, 4 Metal Workers. Now that's a big one. 4 Metal Workers. 4 Grim Monoliths. Another huge one, okay? And then 4 Rishdon Ports. So this has 16 cards of Diesel that have the Diesel power. Alright, next is Janusz Kuhn, 2000 Brussels. He's got 4 Birds of Paradise, 2 Master Cores, and 4 Rishdon Ports. Tom Vanderloot, that's another one that I needed, but luckily that was in the flea market find. Actually, let me go grab it. I needed it, and I happened to find it. Tom Vanderloot right there. And yeah, so that's from 2000 Brussels. And the reason why it's a really good one and I needed it is because it's got 4 Opalescences, 3 Enlightened Tutors, a Mystical Tutor, 4 Replenishes, Wrath of God ×3, 4 Rishdon Ports. And then the other one that I got here, Nicholas Labar. And the reason why this is one I picked up was because there's 4 Academy Rectors, 4 Birds of Paradise, 4 Enlightened Tutors, Yawgmoth's Bargain, Yawgmoth's Will, 3 Cities of Brass, and 2 Phyrexian Towers. If that's not density of value, like, guys, come on. There's probably a good 200, maybe 150, 100 to 150 reserve list cards reprinted in these, if not more. It's kind of ridiculous that it's been ignored to the extent that it has. It caught some steam last year, but I really think it's underappreciated and it deserves another look, guys. Please check it out. All right. If you like this, please remember to like and subscribe. We're getting close to 500 subs. At 500 subs, we'll be doing an Onslaught tournament pack. And at 1,000 subs, we'll be doing a Mirage starter deck. All right. Take care, everybody.